Alright, here's a quick update on some stuff. You saw in one of my videos a problem I had with the seam sealer, the panel bond adhesive. And basically what it is some of the 3M and SIM products come with a 1-to-1 mixture and some come with a 2-to-1. So the seam sealer happens to be 1-to-1, the panel bond is 2-to-1. The gun that I got from Darren is a top load, and if you can see right there, it wants to locate the nozzle in the center, and as you can see how that's going in there, it doesn't get it centered up. So anyway, I tried using it. I ground down this plunger and got that part of it to fit, and it looked like it was going to work, but because that wants it to center and it was kind of cocked in there, it was pushing the plunger was pushing the tube at an angle, and it got it off center and shot the activator out the back of it, so I kind of ruined that one. So anyway, I just went ahead and picked up another gun, and this particular one will work with both. It's a side load, and you know, if the adhesive is well, there. If the adhesive goes in from the, it doesn't really matter where this is located because of the way it loads in. And it's got the two different kind of size plungers, but they both fit in this gun, and so no big deal. I can keep one, this gun for the 2-to-1 stuff, and then use this one for the 1-to-1 because this one, the seam sealer, fits in there real good. You can see how that locates in the center, and so that's an update on that. Got some other stuff to show. Got in the final pieces I needed to finish up the wiring. These billet buttons, really nice products, and I've got two different ones. This is a latching button that basically will simulate the key on position, and then we've got one that's in the car that's identical to it but a little bit smaller, that simulates the is the start button, and it's a momentary switch. So hold it in, let it start, let it off. So you got these little pigtails that go with it to make a nice little socketed connection on the back. And I went to this bolt company that sells various carbide bits, and I had one, but it wasn't sharp enough on the point to get into fine little small holes that you want to round out or make bigger. So I picked up this up today, and we'll go ahead and show you why I got that here in just a minute. So we'll come back and show you what we're going to work on today. Yeah, I just wanted to say too that a couple people mentioned that you could mix it up on a board or whatever, and I thought about doing that, but I was guessing that this stuff is something that you'd want to have the mix ratio be very accurate. I know you can get away with not having a perfect mix on body filler and primer, and doesn't have to be exact, but I'm figuring that this stuff wouldn't want to take a chance on it considering the part of the car where I'm using it. So it was good to wait, and also just again, thanks to Darren and Andrea for for the products and sending me this gun, and I'll definitely put it to use and use that for the seam sealer, and then use this gun for the anything that takes 2-to-1. So my guess is that this won't be the last project car, and as soon as we get this one done, we'll be working on another one, because I want to build something for myself as well. Also, I was just going to show this real quick. I think I'm addicted to glazing putty, or at least purchasing it, and I've tried about every different one that you can get, and saw this up at the paint store and bought this just to give it a try. I don't know if anybody's used it or not, but we'll give this a try and see how it works. We've got a few low areas and a few places that need a little skim, so, and I sand off more stuff than is required, just because I don't really know how to use it that well, and so I'm learning though. Anyway, we'll come back and show you what we're working on here a little bit later today. 64 Thunderbird tail lights. Yep, we've decided to continue the resto mod theme here and change the tail lights up on the 65 coupe. Everybody's probably familiar with the 65 tail lights, you know, the little small guys that fit in there, and you know, and have the three little bars on them. The 67s Cecil, you know, are a lot nicer. They're bigger, more pronounced. The three bars are further apart, and the taillight panel on the 67s has a curve to it where the 65 is flat. So our plan all along has been to do a matte black finish on the taillight panel only. You see a lot of cars done that way. And then these 64 Thunderbird taillights, you could get those with the plastic bezels blacked out, and then the actual lenses themselves are, you know, blacked out. So should look pretty good. I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence about it. It might be a little bit overkill. It might be, you know, take away too much from the look of the car. Don't really know. So anyway, one thing that that we've got is you know, where the taillights bolt in. When we put this taillight panel in, the holes didn't exactly line up perfectly, and you need a good carbide bit to get those out of there and round it out good, and get both, where the panel overlaps, get both pieces of metal you know, opened up to the hole width. So and these guys are made for 65, and on the back here they're completely sealed unit. On the back you see the 4 bolts, so they bolt into the holes, and they are LED and sequential. So anyway, we'll do a little bit of work here, get these bolted on, and see if that's going to require any metal work or body work. That's the main reason we're doing it, since we're getting close to getting ready to paint. I'm thinking about possibly recessing these, which would require, you know, cutting out a slot for them, but that'd be a lot of work and introducing a lot of other variables and things that we really don't want to get into. So anyway, we'll set this up and do a little bit of fitting and go from there. Alright, got them all fitted up there, and you know, I don't think it looks too bad. It's to me, it's kind of on the border of being a little too much, just for how small the car is and how little everything else is back there, how small everything is. Maybe once we get the rear bumper on there, it'll look better, and get the you know, with the dark paint and the blacked out taillight panel, it should blend it in pretty good. So I don't know, let me know what you think. So anyway, just wanted to do a test fit on that. They really don't fit that well. I was thinking about, you know, cutting and recessing them in there. You can kind of see you know, that they just sit out on top of the panel, and they bolt in over here. So you know, they'll tighten up when I get them bolted in, but I'm not sure about it. They're completely sealed, so don't have to worry about, you know, anything getting into them. So anyway, we'll see how it goes. Gonna move on and do a little bit of wiring on the inside of the car, and finish up with the cowl now that we got the panel bonding adhesive, and we'll put that back in, and then once we get that in there, we can hang all the front sheet metal on and continue on with the body work and fixing our final imperfections and keep moving forward. Alright guys, just a quick update, and we'll check back in later on tonight. Thanks.